welcome to Conspiracy Corner Podcast, everyone. This is Abe, your host.
This is Sammy, your co-host.
Sammy keeps leaning back, so now I have to lean back so I can keep her in frame.
It's fine. It's fine.
What? Today is, well, hang on, man. Damn. Today is episode 500, special episode. I had something other planned, but I'm not going to sit here and stop podcasting, because usually on my days off, I'll put out like 2 or 3, you know. So, what my original plan was to do, by the way, that was, Take On Me by Aha. So, told you guys I'd put intro music whenever I'm filming at home. What my original plan was to read, because it's conspiratorial, I was going to have us take turns reading Sasquatch romance novels. I thought that would have been fun. But halfway to 1,500, thank you guys so much for being a part of this channel, for subscribing, for listening. I don't really grow that much in numbers as far as YouTube. It seems like I'm shadow banned. I've been literally at 460 forever. They do not want me monetized. Monetization's 500. So yeah, I don't know if they keep unsubscribing people, which YouTube has been found guilty of that like multiple times. They don't like me. I got a shit ton of strikes during the whole COVID pandemic, and I'm shadow banned. And my brother, this is how I knew I was shadow banned and shit. My brother he's like, dude, I've never gotten a notification from you ever. I literally have to check into your channel and be like, is he still around? You know? It fucking sucks, dude. But that's why I ask you guys, you know, to please like, share, and subscribe. And people do share. It shows up on here, but this shadow banning sucks. But I'm doing this for fun, for therapy. It's very therapeutic for me. I like talking. This is what I want to do with my life, is be a podcaster. So thank you guys, and celebrate episode 500 with us. I hope you guys enjoy. You got anything to say? Updates? No? Okay. So, I'm off today. Basically, I called around a little bit. I'm gonna have my car scrapped sometime this week, maybe tomorrow, because it sounds like they're 24/7. Well, not 24/7, but 7 days a week. So I gotta clean out my car today. But you guys know me, I'll do a podcast and then do some chores, do another podcast. I'll put out probably more today. But we got some conspiratorial stuff. It's gonna be kind of funner subjects, because this is the stuff that Sammy wanted to talk about too. I kind of gave her a list of things, and yeah, let's get on with the show. So hang on. Oh, so I've been talking to Red Pill Paradigm. We rescheduled the interview. It'll be Tuesday of this week. God damn, that's a horse pill. Fucking ashwagandha. So look forward to that. We're gonna get into. I got a list of questions. I'm gonna probably get into like cryptids and paranormal, conspiracies in general, just a little bit about everything. It seems like he's like a jack of all trades like me, and his style's very similar. He just does podcasts solo. But he had some family stuff going on. I talked to Ren earlier through text message. You can go check out her episodes that she was emailing me stories and stuff. It's called Listener Email. Part 1 and Part 2. Go check those out. Maybe I'll put them in a playlist. Playlist on YouTube. I have a shit ton of new playlists that I set up. So go check those out if you're interested in certain subjects. I'm categorizing. I'm cleaning up the channel. But Rin gave me an update. She's in a better situation. Things are looking better for her. So if you've listened to those episodes, yeah, good shit. And life is getting better for her, and she deserves it. Besides that, that's it for updates. I have a Buy Me a Coffee account set up in the description below if you want to donate $1. $1, it helps. Helps pay for pens, papers, all that jazz. Alright, so are we doing the shrimp one or Cracker Barrel first?
I don't know.
Cracker Barrel dismisses critics as vocal minority while rival restaurant adds to backlash. So basically, if you guys don't know, dude, Cracker Barrel is, they got a new, I guess, CEO. It's some like chick, and I don't have a problem with women. You know, you guys know that I'm a classic liberal, but she does kind of have like the artsy fartsy like glasses, and wears, it looks like a suit. So I'm kind of like, ugh. Apparently they've gone woke, dude. My opinion with Cracker Barrel in general is, because I used to bartend and serve for 8 years, so I like the atmosphere of Cracker Barrel. I mean, the rocking chairs are cool out front. I love rocking chairs. I'm a Southern gentleman. My mom, growing up, we always had rocking chairs, and I'd sit for hours just rocking. Something therapeutic about that. It's kind of like the porch swing, you know? It's kind of cool. You can play checkers out front. I like the clutter. I was telling her earlier, I like clutter when it's like organized and nice and there's some aesthetic beauty to it. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I think their food fucking sucks. And every time I go in there, I feel like I'm walking into a nursing home. And past 3 times I've fucking been there, dude, I've ordered a steak, medium rare. I'm just gonna start ordering rare. And by the way, I don't go there by choice because I hate their food. I just think it sucks. You know, and that's not me being like, oh, I don't like down home cooking, because I really do. She can tell you, man, I was living off of country fried steaks from Bob Evans for like a while when I was working at Kroger. I was getting country fried steak, mashed potatoes, gravy. I was living off country fried steaks for a minute. I don't know why. It was something I needed. When we lived in Harrodsburg, dude, I was living off of fucking fried chicken gizzards. Like, I love Southern cooking. It ain't Southern cooking, you know. I just think their food sucks, and every time I order a steak and order it medium rare, the past 3 times, it comes out like medium well, dude. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like their food, and it feels like a nursing home. But so apparently they went woke. We're going to read this article, kind of see what's going on with that. You have anything? What do you think about Cracker Barrel in general?
I mean, I'm in agreement with you that, sorry, I distracted me just a little bit.
You're good.
I'm in agreement that I like the aesthetic that they have, and I'm sad that they've changed that. I do agree that certain foods do well and certain foods do not do well in taste. Like the last time I went, I took Mom because they had this whole like campfire food, and I had gotten the chicken campfire, and it was very underwhelming. It was very underwhelming. The chicken was good and everything, but the seasoning was very lackluster. And it didn't have much of the seasoning. I don't know if it just got melted away from all the condensation inside of it or what, but it wasn't the greatest.
Dead air?
Yeah, because I have nothing else to say.
Okay,
You
you're
left at the
fine.
wrong time.
Sorry, dude. I try to be quick, man.
No, I know. It's like
You're
you.
good. So, Cracker Barrel. Old Country Store customers have been vocal on social media about their disdain for the recent transformation of the Tennessee-based restaurant chain. So I did see new pictures of it. It's very sterile.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like an actual nursing home. I mean, I made the joke of it. It reminds me of a nursing home walking in there, but now it actually looks like a fucking nursing home, a place where you go to die.
All
Dude.
the walls are white and what's the word? What is it called? Shiplap?
Yeah,
It's a shiplap board.
it is, but like instead of like everything being random, it's very organized and modern.
Yeah, no, I just meant also like all the walls are white and shit. They made it shiplap boarding.
Shiplap, yeah.
It's boards and just white and including the lattices that were in between the sections. Now they're all just white board, white walls.
Yeah, and the new logo, they changed it. They took off the Old Country Store, took that off, and they took off the old dude leaning against the barrel, man.
Yeah.
The old white guy, you know.
Yeah.
And by the way, too, another thing, like, Cracker Barrel, like, I guess the left is trying to link it to the derogatory term, the racial term that black people call white people crackers. It's literally named after, like, back in the day they had barrels full of actual
Saltine crackers.
crackers. Yeah, saltine crackers. Like, so Cracker Barrel Old Country Store customers have been vocal on social media about their disdain for the recent transformation of the Tennessee-based restaurant chain. Those voices grew even louder after Cracker Barrel unveiled its new logo this week. The new logo does away with the illustration of the old man leaning against the barrel while seated in a chair. Instead, the text-only logo uses a new typeface against the familiar gold background. Cracker Barrel unveils a new simplified logo. Our story hasn't changed. Cracker Barrel also rolled out a new menu that includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner options and refreshed restaurant remodels as part of its All the More campaign. All the More campaign. What does that mean? According to
Good question.
a news release. So this is the thing about cultural Marxism, is like, they always have these like weird fucking phrases, dude. And here's the thing. They always sound nice, you know? Like during COVID they had during COVID they had, we're all in this together. But they kept saying that. We're all in this together. Okay, cool. So if we're all in this together, I shouldn't be forced to take an experimental drug. Since we're all in this together, like, and we're all being one people in a team, like, you should be understanding and sympathetic.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're all in this together means you have to take that experimental drug. Or else you can't go to work, no money, you can't go to stores, you can't buy or sell. Oh, well, that sounds like the mark of the beast, man. They used beautiful, cute, little, nice sounding phrases. Build back better was another one. Build back better. Well, what do you mean, build back better? The etymology of it, to build back, means that something has to be destroyed. So you're basically admitting you're destroying the economy, you're destroying the country, so that way you can build back better under World Economic Forum rule. Okay, that's creepy. But it sounds nice, don't it? Build back better? That does sound nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, boo-boo, our life's a wreck right now. Let's build back better. That's something you would say to your wife, you know? Oh, I lost my job, you know? We're having marital problems. Let's build back better, you know? That does sound nice. But they take nice things. The word progressive, I talked about it the other day, man. The word progressive is actually not a bad term. Liberal's not a bad word. It's just they take beautiful, nice things and ruin them.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things, you know. Although Sarah Moore, Cracker Barrel's chief marketing officer, so it's Sarah Moore. That's the one we were talking about earlier. By the way, like just about every Sarah that I don't know, I can't say every Sarah. Sarah's an interesting one. Sarahs are interesting. I'll just say that. But yeah, she looked kind of woke. Cracker Barrel's chief of marketing officer touted the changes as bringing fresh energy, thoughtful craftsmanship, and heartfelt hospitality to our guest. Many people on social media had a far different perspective. So, I do art. I paint. I used to sing. I love art in general. Like, anytime I got to choose classes, I did like every art class I could in high school. And you guys have seen my art. Go check it out. I actually have a couple art videos that I put out of my paintings and shit. As soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, she likes modern art. She likes modern. As far as like art in the sense of like the cosmology of the house. What do they call that? Decorating a house?
Yeah, I mean, they're called
Architecture, interior design. Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. Interior design. As far as interior design, as soon as I seen it, the new one, where they took off the old man, they took off the old country store, they took out the rocking chairs, they took out all the cool shit on the walls and made it very organized, precise, sterile. I was like, oh, you're into modern interior design.
Well, that's everybody. Everybody's been doing it. Every restaurant just about been doing it, including also department stores. Everybody is going very streamlined, basic, modern. They've been doing it for well over a good decade or so.
Mm-hmm.
Even movies, I did notice at Walmart movies and stuff. If you notice, they went to very basic cover arts for movies that already existed.
Yeah. And it sucks. I don't like it.
I don't either.
I think it fucking blows.
There are certain things that look okay that way, but I don't think everything needs to be that way.
Like, here's an example. There was a girl that came in last night, and she's a regular where I work. She came in with a t-shirt of the old Bram Stoker Dracula movie poster printed on the t-shirt. And I seen it and was like, that's fucking dope. I like old pulp art, is what we would call it. Old country shit. I like going into places and seeing like lattice or like log cabin style walls. Like someone's got a saw hanging on their wall, or like a horseshoe. That's cool. It's cozy. Like the soft glow bulbs. I don't like this fucking LED shit. I can't stand that shit. First of all, it's horrible for you. Second off, it's not even comforting at all. I like that soft orange glow, and that's what Cracker Barrel, that's what, it kind of ties in with what I said earlier. The food sucks, but the aesthetic is beautiful. No matter, the only time I ever go to Cracker Barrel is when I was dragged there for family occasions, and I still had fun by just going through the country store and looking at all the cool stuff and the aesthetic. Even if I'm eating garbage, I can still look at the aesthetics and be like, this is cozy. They got the big fireplace. Feels like you're hanging out with grandma and grandpa, They're taking all that away. That was the whole spiel. To just take away the spiel, it makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Benny Johnson, we've spoke about him before. He's a Trump apologist. A YouTube content creator and conservative influencer based in Florida. Okay, so he's a cracker like me. Wrote on X that the new logo is absolutely horrible. I actually agree with him. When will they learn, he added. The response was resoundingly negative. So, I agree with him on that. We've seen this with Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light. You go woke, you go broke. People are tired of this cultural Marxism bullshit. They just are. In my opinion.
Yeah.
People are tired of it, dude.
Yeah. Not
Not a cracker or a barrel in sight, one person wrote. That's funny.
Yeah.
It's worse than horrible. It's generic, wrote another. Yeah. Massive downgrade, someone else wrote.
Yeah, agreed. It is a massive downgrade because again, that's what made that place cozy was just all the oldness about it.
But here's the reason, like, I wanted to kind of cover this story in general is, like, for one, I wanted to do kind of a funner topic with Sammy, because it's our 500th episode. I wanted this to be more of a celebration rather than, hey, let's talk about child pedophilia, you know? Something dark, you know? I can cover that later when she's not here. But two, I used to say not everything's a conspiracy. And the older I've gotten, and the more I dig into shit, and Sam Tripoli says it too, man, everything is a fucking conspiracy. And people would go, no, it's not. Not everything's a conspiracy. And I'd go,
I will still resist.
and I would go, okay, let's do a little thoughts experiment. Give me any subject in the world. And they'd go, water. And I'd go, okay, they put fluoride in the water to docile the nations. Bubblegum. Okay, bubblegum. Sugar. You know, cavities. Like, I could sit here and find a conspiracy. Everything is a conspiracy. I'm sorry, it just is. You can find a conspiracy in literally everything. And people will go, oh, you're mentally ill. Yeah, I am mentally ill. But it doesn't mean I'm wrong. Everything is a fucking conspiracy. And the conspiracy behind this is cultural Marxism. What was it? Yuri Bezmenov said, if we can have the education of their children with college and liberalism, we can take over a nation in like 5 to 10 years. Or I can't remember the amount, but it's ridiculous. 2 or 3 generations, he said. And when you look at all the blue-haired freaks who are literally throwing Campbell's soups on pieces of art, gluing their hands to fucking sidewalks,
People really are dumb.
they pretend they're rebelling against the Illuminati, and it's like, no, you're doing exactly what the Illuminati wants you to do, you know? It's absurd.
Yeah, really.
So, someone else commented, they literally just ruined the entire thing. Change it back, another person demanded. This logo change feels like a war crime. Okay, that's a little dramatic, but... Cracker Barrel executive insists restaurant remodels are what the guest asked for. I guarantee you that 80 and 90-year-old old farts who can barely use a phone were demanding for Cracker Barrel to change its fucking look.
Yeah, no. They'd be asking for the food to... Actually, no, they wouldn't even be asking for the food to change.
Exactly. I was gonna say, dude, that's one thing that I have to say about old fart and geezers, man, is they are set in their ways. They don't
really
like change.
Most of them, no. It's very rare that you see one that will want to have a change to happen.
Once in a blue moon, you will find an old person who's open-minded. Like when we went to Shamrocks the other day.
Oh, I think, too, it depends on, well, how old are they?
Yeah.
Exactly what, like, where did they grow up? Because, like, if they grew up country, no, they're not going to want to change. I can tell you that right now.
Who do you think's going to Cracker Barrel? Fucking rednecks, like old rednecks and old hillbillies.
Well, that's because
old cowboys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the fact that it started in Tennessee,
Yep.
that's where most of
Lebanon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lebanon, Tennessee. It's like those kind are not going to want change. The city old people might, like ones that literally grew up in the city. There is a chance that they might like it, not as much.
Like old
some.
Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might want to see some change, but even then, they're not really going to want too much change. Not this kind of change anyway. They just might have been like, hey, why don't you kind of change up some of the old stuff that you put in here?
Right.
And if anything, old people are going to like the old things because that's something for them to talk about. I remember using one of those things, and then they can go on a long spiel.
Remember those little flower things? Yeah. But yeah, I guarantee you too, man, like, another thing with old people is they're not fucking tech savvy. And I'm not making fun of old people because I'm a 90s kid and I'm not tech savvy, dude.
God, no, you're not.
I suck.
I love you, but yeah, you
with
do.
technology.
You've
And
gotten a little better on certain things, but
and the thing is people are like, my older brother, he's like, oh, you're a boomer, and I'm like, I kind of agree with you, but I had this problem even when I was in high school. Like, I literally took computer class to get better at computer and failed it miserably, and my teacher hated me, Miss Tomlin. She fucking sucked. She sabotaged me one time. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. She's a bitch. But I took computer class on purpose
so you can try to get better.
so I could get better at computers. So I was even struggling with this shit in high school, and I think it was because of drug use and head injuries, and I was a punk, and honestly, we were poor as fuck. We never really had computer, like we had a computer, but it was always dial up. And then when we had actual internet, like we really didn't get on the computer that much.
Yeah.
We were always skateboarding
You
or
guys were outside more.
yeah, having band practice or just walking the streets having fun, being
Yeah.
a kid. You know, we weren't glued to the fucking screen.
I can't deny I was, only because
So
I wasn't
if I
allowed.
was a boomer in high school, then I guess I was a boomer in high school. Like, I don't know. It's like
I was willing to learn how to use computers because, I mean, one, I already knew you had to kind of anyway, because you were like, you got to use them for schoolwork a lot of times.
oh, I seen where it was heading.
Yeah.
Like Terminator shit. I knew it would turn out like this. So I was already trying to learn. That's why I took classes.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like I really didn't have anything else. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere, do anything. So I had more time because we had a computer here at the house. It was an older one, but I mean, it still works very well. Our internet at that time was one of those, if Ryan was on the Xbox, then I couldn't be on the computer. If I was on the computer, Ryan couldn't be on the Xbox.
Because the internet fucking blew.
Yeah, like it
Yeah.
would slow down so horribly bad. It could only handle one thing at a time.
Kind of like what we've been going through right now.
Yeah, so I mean, nonetheless, though, I learned how to use a computer through those means.
But yeah, dude. So when they say that the regular clientele of Cracker Barrel was demanding change, I call bullshit. Old people don't know how to use fucking.
And even if they were calling for change, it's going to be inside of the store. They would have to have been taking
Yeah.
surveys from them personally.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that one. Even Steak and Shake had something to say about Cracker Barrel's backlash. This is what happens when you have a board that does not respect their historical customers or their brand. Damn, Steak and Shake. They're not wrong now.
No, they're not.
They don't respect their customers or their the history of their brand. You know, from Lebanon, Tennessee, an old country
Yeah.
store, the Indianapolis, Indiana. So Hoosier, ain't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hoosier based burger chain wrote in part of its official X account. Interesting. Fox News Digital reached out to Steak and Shake for comment. Others pointed out that Cracker Barrel seems to have lost its focus on food.
Oh, yeah. To a degree, yeah.
I agree on that because I literally talked about how shitty their food is.
My thing is, yes, older people tend to have a smaller palate in spices and things, but they're not opposed to it either.
Oh yeah, the only spice I could see them using in fucking Cracker Barrel is pepper. Everything's pepper.
Pepper and salt. That's all you
Pepper,
need.
salt. Yeah.
Now, but again, I know even older people, they're going to be okay if it has a little bit more of a something.
Yeah.
And if not, they're always going to pick the same food anyway. That's what older people do. They pick the same food. They're
But
very
honestly,
predictable.
Going to it, I kind of get it. Because it was based off an old country store in Lebanon, Tennessee in the 60s.
Yeah.
So when I eat that food, I could almost time travel mentally and be like, oh, this is what it would have tasted like at an old country store in bumfuck Egypt, Lebanon, Tennessee in 1960.
Yeah, because again,
This is what it would have tasted like.
I mean, yeah, because the video that we watched just a little bit ago, when they were talking about it, mentioned how it got started in the first place because the oil company Shell was wanting to help sell.
Oh yeah, it's tied in with the oil industry.
But that's okay because we got it at the time anyway.
So
a cool
everything's
restaurant.
a conspiracy.
But because of Shell trying to just expand in general, but again, they were understanding like, hey, we have to make this food appeal to the people that we're starting this town in, which, like you said, is a very small area.
Yeah.
They're not going to have too much in seasoning. They'll have some seasoning, but it's not going to be like a super great amount. And
Keep talking. I gotta pee.
oh, dang. But I mean, really, that's all I was saying was just that because they were trying to start out with that, the seasoning isn't going to be much, which means Cracker Barrel itself is not going to have much seasoning. Period.
Well, you gotta think too, man. Lebanon back in them days, man, in Tennessee, they probably didn't get a lot of seasonings and shit.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back then, in '69, Tennessee it doesn't have much when it comes to cities unless you go all the way down south or to the west, like Nashville and Memphis. Those are their two biggest cities.
And Gatlinburg.
I don't even count that still, and especially not back then.
Yeah.
It is still very, like, all towns are very far apart from each other, period, and they don't have much. They're not big cities. The closest to big cities you're going to get is Nashville and Memphis. That is it. And so when you talk about food with seasonings, like, and I mean buttloads of seasoning, those are the only two cities you're going to run across that.
Right.
Everything else is very sparse. That they're just not going to. Little grocery stores are not going to carry a lot of seasoning. Period. They can't get that stuff, and not
Right.
a lot of people are going to want it anyway. They don't got much room. They're going to keep it basic, simple. What do people like? Salt, pepper. Again, maybe a little bit of like paprikas or something, but for the most part, not. They're not really going to have anything.
Yeah.
So their food isn't going to have a lot of stuff, and they kept that going.
Oh, I
on.
know. Your mama she don't use any fucking seasonings, man. Like,
Well,
I use all
that's-
sorts of seasonings, dude.
That's sadly because Mama learned how to cook, but not learned how to cook.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just figured it was a fun conspiracy episode. I wanted to talk about Cracker Barrel. You go woke, you go broke. And the thing is, it's not about the money, man. People say follow the money. I've come to the conclusion, and because the decisions that these huge companies like Bud Light make, Cracker Barrel, the decisions that these companies are making, it's not about the money.
No.
Because you can just print money. I mean, we've already learned that. The money is an illusion. So when people say follow the money, like they know some rabbit hole shit, it ain't about the fucking money.
No.
It is, but it ain't.
Yeah.
It goes deeper than that. This is cultural Marxism. Because they're getting rid of money. The next money will be credit scores. Like, my credit score is going to be fucked. I'm a fucking pirate. I'm a punk. I have 500 episodes talking smack about the Illuminati. I'm screwed.
And the only reason why I have it now is because I dodged playing the game, but I figured out that.
No, I'm talking social credit, honey.
Well, yeah, even social credit, honey.
Yeah.
I've been playing the game to get even social credit.
Oh, I'm sure they'll ask you to divorce me whenever we switch over to social credit. They'll be like, your social credit's being brought down because you're married to him.
Well, then I guess I'll be brought down.
That's what'll happen. It's just like China. Oh, so-and-so keeps coming to your house and their social credit's bad. Yours is good, but it's dropping yours. So you're not going to be able to go to Walmart soon and get groceries because you keep hanging out with bad people. Because I'm a bad person, you know. That's Cracker Barrel, go woke, go broke, dude. I hope y'all enjoyed episode 500. I will probably put out one or two more today. I'm gonna go clean out my car because that's my chores for the day. The lawn's still pretty short, so I'm not doing any lawn work this weekend. Fall is coming in, so I think that's why. But I'm gonna go clean my car so I can get it junked and taken off and hopefully make some money.
Yeah.
I think I can make around 500 at least.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that's gonna sell in it is the motor. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, that is the best thing in that whole entire vehicle.
Oh,
is
it
the
runs
motor.
like a sewing machine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best thing. And honestly, that's probably what they'll do. They'll take the vehicle and they'll sell that motor.
Yeah.
They'll sell it for parts.
But yeah, stay tuned for further episodes today. Tell Sammy goodbye. She don't show up much, but it's good to have a co-host. Someone to bounce off of. Love y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. And you all have an awesome fucking day. And happy episode 500. Thank you for celebrating with us.
Bye.
Slante. Cheers.